we still muted? Are we still muted, or are you gonna stop being an asshole?
Okay, before we continue, there's a bit of a gap we need to fill in. My ability to record our normal session sucks, and I just recorded a screen and me screaming while a bunch of really cool shit was going down. So, let's go over the super big awesome fight we totally had and nothing bad happened and we totally saved the world. Kind of. So if you remember from the last episode, we solved a weird Ganassi crystal eye puzzle and opened a stairway that led down to a new area for us to explore. Well, let me tell you what. Turns out, there are some higher powers watching over the party. Pulled into our own minds by who we have dubbed Mr. Universe, we each gained a bit of insight into who we all are traveling with. If you don't understand what that means, it's backstory. And gained both knowledge of our companions and some rad-ass gear that I'm not going to spend the time to explain because that would take too much time. So we spent time with Mr. Universe and explaining all this shit, then back to reality. Oh, there goes Aaliyah down the hall, a giant crystal, and we try to stop her from touching it, but then for some reason we're all just like, what's the worst that could happen? Turns out the worst that could happen was we released a primordial deity that possessed Aaliyah. Who, after a headbutt from Vin, find out she isn't a sand Ganassi, but made of marble. Cool. So, we tried to put Zool back into the crystal. Didn't work. So we broke the crystal, which drove him from Aaliyah's body only for him to possess the Sphinx. Cool. But wait, there's more! While we were underground in the catacombs, the obelisk was hiding a giant obsidian crystal that, come to find out, was just a giant catalyst that was allowing Zool to stay in the material plane. So with Aaliyah turning into Spider-Man and climbing up the pillar to push the stone down, with some help from the party of course, it breaks. But not enough to banish the guy. So, with the power of God and anime, Balaji throws Jericho at the remaining shard, and Deca fires an arrow, going in for the assist, and they both strike the shard, shattering it to pieces at the same time, and banishing Zool out of the material plane and back to wherever plane of existence he belonged to. Caught up? Let's get back to the story.
Let's just get right into the.
Let's
So-
get right.
Let's
You
just jump
defeated
into it.
Let's just
Just
jump into it.
do it.
So you guys defeated Zool by sending him back to where he came from.
She's
Put that thing
crystal.
back where it came from, or so help me.
Get the crystal!
Exactly. And now you're just basking in the afterglow of defeating a boss.
Great choice
Pretty-
of words.
I know, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it's nighttime. We're looking at the desert sky. I'm pretty sure there's not a cloud in the sky.
Okay, now that we're in the session, I'm just going to do this in character. Just start talking to myself and look at Deca with this little half-hearted smile, saying, "You told him to get back to the crystal. He wouldn't listen, so we kind of sort of had to kick his ass, didn't
Bastard should have got the crystal.
Gun and crystal.
Jericho
Hey,
kind of
you-
shouts from the bottom, "Yeah, fuck that guy."
Fuck that guy.
All right.
So,
And yeah, Aaliyah is.
Oh,
What
I'm the
happened
only
to
one that
Aaliyah?
I'm the only one that knows that because I got a fucking headache from doing it.
Aaliyah came up to the surface with us using I think it was Falaji's spider walk when it was cast on her.
yes.
Excuse you.
Also, wait, who cast spider walk?
I think Ray
Was it-
did.
Yeah, I think
Oh.
it was Ray, because I definitely don't have spider walk.
I
Listen,
feel completely useless now.
no. Venatar kind of turned into a bear. He turned into a
Venatar?
man bear.
A werebear.
A fucking bear with horns, and that was just amazing imagery. I want somebody to just
I
create
want
that as a
fan art of that too. Honestly, I feel like they'd be a badass poster.
What I had in mind was actually more akin to this.
The man bear
Beware.
pig.
Beware,
Man
it's
bear pig. Ooh.
I mean, if Venatar fuses with
Oh,
Peppa,
baby.
he will become man bear pig.
that is the first picture of when you search for Wendigo.
I was gonna say, that just looks like a
Really?
Wendigo.
I've
Yeah.
never seen a Wendigo with horns.
I am okay with this.
Okay, real talk, I'm terrified of Wendigos.
Oh,
Like, that is one legend, like, that honestly super, super terrifies me because Like, there's
Just
been
keep a flare gun with you at all times.
okay, but there's been evidence of it like being almost credible. And it's also local to my region.
Yo, we're going to Michigan, guys. We're gonna go Wendigo hunting.
Let's
You
go!
didn't
Let's
know that?
go! Dog, goat, bet. Wow, that. I can't talk today, guys.
Hey
All
Jake,
right.
Like I grew up with
you
something
know,
very similar to Wendigo myths.
hey Jake, you know Until Dawn, right?
Yes, of course.
That game took place in the general area where Andy is.
Oh shit, let's go.
Wait,
I
I just missed that. I just missed that.
Okay,
When you was talking about the Wendigo
Tebow
being in
pause.
Michigan, paused.
let's keep playing.
Okay.
Just
Oh, true. We'll
Tebow
get back to
pause.
Wendigos later.
Okay.
So Elias like slumps down and is just exhausted, kind of passes out.
I mean, rightfully so. She kind of did just get possessed by a god of sorts.
Of sorts.
I think now is probably a good time for a good a long rest.
A good
Now-
long rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I look around and see if there's any like good place to hunker down for, I guess, for a while?
Sure. I mean, if you don't
That's
like
not
the
in the catacombs.
I was just about to say, if you don't like the idea of going down into the catacombs and just hunker down there, then I mean,
No, we
mean, there's-
ain't hunkering down the catacombs.
There's abandoned buildings here. Like,
yeah, with missing walls and roofs.
I mean, if we can find one with a roof, it's not that bad.
I mean, there's definitely one around. So
Or
if you want to
half a
find it,
roof.
great. You'll find a place to sit down and relax.
I mean, we're in the desert. It's not like we have to worry about it raining on us.
Yeah, but
You
let's just
right.
find some shade and.
And now that you guys have had your long rest, it starts raining. No.
God darn! No, I just want to find some shelter and I want to drag Aaliyah to some place to, I guess, take a nap.
Well, while they
Sure.
do that, I go and grab our camels and bring them nearby us in case something does happen.
Jericho's gonna start a fire.
I'm gonna whip out some bread.
All right. All right. So you all do that.
Have me a crispy snack.
So you
I'm just
y'all
not
are
actions of combat.
so y'all are just hanging around the campfire, just trying to process what just kind of happened.
We went from. Okay, so let's recap the day's events. We found these ruins. Cornered by a sphinx, answered riddles.
Don't forget the bandits. We
Yeah.
killed some bandits.
Killed some bandits. Bandit got eaten by the sphinx. Sphinx gave us riddles. Found some catacombs. Solved some puzzles. Apparently unleashed a primordial deity
With a stupid name.
with a stupid name.
Stupid or not,
It
you still
hurts,
freaked
guys.
out.
And on top of that, Mr. Universe invaded our privacy.
Mr. Worldwide.
We take down a primordial deity, and here we are. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, the one thing that I'm the only one that knows about it because I have one hell of a headache at the moment.
Oh yeah, you totally headbutted Aaliyah. Good job, Venator.
I only did that because she was kind of sort of possessed. I didn't know what else to do.
What am I missing?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
The
that
one-
time you headbutt someone.
Just out of character, I'm the only one that knows this part, so I'm gonna try to explain it to him the best I can. Just okay, back to it. Just all I know is that I still have one hell of a headache from hitting her. She's not exactly what she looks like.
Okay.
All I can say is she's a lot tougher than sand. Almost kind of like a marble-like kind of thing.
Are you speaking like metaphorically, physically?
Okay, let's just put it this way. If you were to run into, say, a stone wall, think of that. She is about as dense as that, if not denser.
So what you're saying is she's thick.
Oh.
In layman's terms, I guess so.
Ha! Jericho lights up his pipe with his herb in satisfaction.
Oh God. I kind of look at Deca
Tony
and just
baloney.
like I look at Deca and just start shaking my head. It's like this is our go-to man right now.
Listen, I have a lot of regrets in my life.
Speaking of go-to, you guys remember the zombies?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I
We
love how
might
everyone is so.
we might want to wake her up like tomorrow to get
Wait.
because we might have let a couple people die. Now that I think about it,
Just a few, handful.
Listen, as we don't know about it, and then it never happened.
Precisely.
yes.
It's like a whole don't ask, don't tell kind of thing that I have with a friend of mine in my hometown.
Just let's rest it. We'll wake up in the morning. Maybe Hardhead over here will wake up and give us a couple more answers about what the fuck that all was. And then we can be on our way.
It's
What?
easier said than done. I'm pretty sure she's hiding something for a reason.
Before we go, though, there were some dragon bones in this ruins, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait, what?
There were
How did you
definitely
see
some
that?
big ass bones
Jericho
out in.
jumps up from where he was sitting. Oh shit, guys! The Sphinx. We kind of let it fall and never went back to see if it was okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Let's check on her. I want to go investigate these dragon bones before we leave this place. Cause
Okay.
your girl wants a dragon.
Oh boy.
Yeah, y'all have fun. I'm gonna talk with this creature, and I'm gonna hold that shape-shifting animal snake that I currently have.
I
Hmm.
just look at her and the shape shifting snake she has, just been like, I I can't question it considering we've seen weirder things today.
That is very fair. All right, so you guys go out and uh, let's see. Andy, you're gonna go check out the dragon bones, and they are
Ye-
indeed dragony bones.
Can
Dragon
I
Bones of
do
bones.
dragons.
anything with them? Can I do anything with them? How are they like is
Jacob,
this
you
a
outside?
skeleton or is there anything like holding it together? Is there meat left on these bones?
Oh hell no! The bones
So
are
it's
not as
it's
old
literally it's
as.
literally a dragon skeleton.
It's literally a dragon skull.
So if I wanted to take these bones with me, I'd have to do a fucking jigsaw puzzle later to
I
fucking
mean,
revive it,
yeah, and
resurrect it.
considering like how big these bones are, you'd be lucky enough to lift even like one vertebrae or something.
Harrison, there's a chance you might be in our D&D session.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. What can I do?
So while
Can
you
I do
figure that out, we're gonna just Jericho, you go out and check on the Sphinx.
Yeah, I mean, Flash, kind of hit it with Eldritch Blast that one time while it was trying to go get Deca and Venator. You know, I just want to see if it's okay. It was possessed by an asshole.
I
Sure,
wouldn't be surprised
sure.
if that
It's
Sphinx
no
was pissed
longer
at
where
us.
you. It's no longer there.
Oh shit.
It's gone.
Oh. Oh. I run back to the group. Hey guys, the giant thing's gone.
Wonderful.
That
Oh.
cool.
All right. So Andy, have you figured out what you want to do?
I'm trying to figure out if like a way I can resurrect this dragon because I want it, but I
Fi-
don't
Find
have.
one that's not as long dead? Question mark.
But I want this one. I want a skeleton dragon.
Jericho, when are you gonna realize that our necromancer is gonna be stubborn with what she wants? I mean,
Um,
Exhibit A, the harpy bag she has.
to
Oh,
be fair, I met you guys a week ago, but I love you guys anyway. But I still have lots to learn about you folk.
That reminds me getting back in. Sorry, me back in character again with the voice. That reminds me, I still owe you a bit of info on the scar on my back that you found out about from Sir Mr. Universe.
Yes, please. Why are you damaged physically?
I kind of sort of heave a sigh and then I look him right in the face and just say, long story short, I was almost a lunch to a displacer beast.
Oh shit! I heard those are pretty fierce.
Yeah, I thought it was like 20. I thought it was like 20 to 30 feet away from me, but next thing you know, I take a step and it had me down on my back. Come to find out from the person who saved me, who was a Vidalcan druid herself, she told me that they have a very little. The little tentacles that they have the ability to create an illusion like some things do. I don't know the general. I don't know the general specifics about it, but all I know is that it made it look further than what it actually was.
Jericho holds his chin and closes his eyes and nods. Hmm. Right. Displacer beast. Bad. Mental note. Let's avoid.
All right. So, while Andy is still picking her brains, or Philaji is still picking her brains about what to do with with these bones,
I have to be
let's.
level 7.
Oh.
You're so close though.
I know.
I
Level
mean,
resurrection is
Philaji,
a level 7 spell.
like Philaji doesn't know that, so she can try.
I mean,
I
If
mean,
she
what would it?
resurrects those bandits we killed earlier, I'm gonna be upset because I chopped that one dude's head off.
all right,
I
all
don't want to
right.
have to do it again.
I mean, the
I'm
worst that could
gonna.
happen is that she resurrects that thing and it decides to try to attack us because we woke it from its death.
We just fought a god thing. Can we not fight a dragon tonight?
I'm rolling to try.
Shit.
Fuck.
Oh wait, we
Yes.
can't even. We have no real thing to say about this because we didn't technically did not follow her. We don't know that she's trying to resurrect us. All we know is that she told us she was looking for the dragon boat. So
Oh no,
we
this
can't
will
stop
this
her.
will this will be a big spook. This will be a big spook for everyone.
We can't do anything other than her telling us that she went to inspect the dragon bones we saw. We didn't go anywhere near it. She's went in there by
Nope, I'm
herself.
by
So
myself.
she
Mm.
walks out.
I don't like how happy she was when she said that.
Poor Screw.
We're in danger.
We're in danger.
Marco.
Yes, did you roll a 1?
No,
Did you roll a
I
20?
rolled a 20.
Wait, what?
Excuse me.
Sick.
Natural.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh
Oh
God.
no.
How's this gonna happen?
Okay. I'll get right back to that. Give me a second.
This is where we insert that we'll be right back meme.
No, this is the
2
to be
hours later.
continued.
Insert JoJo meme here.
God.
You
She's
mean
just gonna walk back to camp. She's got
Oh man.
all right. we'll get right back to that. Let's go to Decca and her little buddy.
Damn it. I'm terrified of what's gonna happen now. I completely forgot what I was gonna ask it. Okay. Alright, little dude. What can you do?
I mean, what can't I do?
That's very vague.
So I can transform into whatever creature you wish me to be, unless it is bigger than a dog.
Great. Keep it small. Shouldn't be hard. Can you do anything besides transform?
Well, I can do this.
And suddenly you're looking at yourself through the eyes of this little thing.
A little warning would be nice. Okay.
I did say that it was something I could do.
Okay. Acceptable. Alright.
You'll also be able to hear, smell, and taste whatever I taste in that.
That'll be very useful. I like you, little dude. I don't know what to call you yet, but we'll workshop it.
I've had thousands of names, so at least you won't use me. At least you won't use me as a sexual object. Hopefully, I've had a few of those.
Let's not do that.
I lean my head over to Decca as I'm just like kind of sort of in a trance looking at the fire, and I say a name as a suggestion. Like, you could name him Savanti.
Savanti?
Yeah.
14.
Savanti. We'll put a pin in it. How about that?
Fair enough. This is your shapeshifter after all. It's just a suggestion.
Little Green!
As Jericho hits some of his little green himself.
I couldn't believe I was looking there.
No, okay, no. I'm not calling it Little Green. We were just talking about Dende earlier, so. Okay, that's all I wanted out of that.
All right. So let's get back to the dragon, Scarlet.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm not ready, but I'm ready.
So, because of your level and your spell level and all those things, you do not revive the dragon.
As
Unfortunately.
That's.
But
Oh no.
Oh no.
you do get in contact with the dragon's spirit.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What's going on?
We're being shot at.
Jake, you
Aaron?
okay?
I'm fine. Hello. Hi. What's up?
Just heard a bunch of beady shots from your end.
I think that was Marco.
Oh no, I
No,
live in
I'm not.
Jersey. Gunshots go off all the time.
Everything is legal in New Jersey.
All right. Okay, so I'm in contact with the dragon spirit.
Indeed.
Like, I didn't expect to get this far.
Who dares disturb my eternal slumber?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be quiet for this one because that just kind of surprised me.
I could not understand that.
That's fair. It's pretty it's pretty
He
deep.
said,
It's
he
warm.
said, "Who dares to disturb my internal slumber?"
Hi. Yeah, me. I'm Falaji. How you doing?
What were you trying to do?
I don't quite know. I just thought it'd be cool to have a skeleton dragon.
Whatever. Can you get me back to sleep?
Okay, have a good night and eternity, I guess. Sorry for bothering you.
Youngsters nowadays.
The spirit disappears. No danger. Balaji may be a little bit shook.
She goes from being like cornflower blue to being like teal.
Oh no.
Just no blood in her face. She just kind of like sheepishly walks back to the campfire and sits down and just like curls up in a ball.
Falaji, you okay? You look a little paler than usual.
I want
Did
to
you-
talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here staring at the fire that Jericho made. Just lost in thought.
Jericho strumming his lute. Staring.
All right. A few hours pass, and I don't know if are any of you like patrolling. Like, is there someone awake who's holding guard or something?
I will go first since I'm sitting here staring at the fireplace anyway.
All right. Nothing as special is happening other than Aaliyah is waking up.
Oh, cool. I kind of sort of just look at Aaliyah and kind of get her attention with my tail tapping her arm gently, by the way.
Hmm. Hmm. Hello. Yes. Hey.
I have a few questions for you, and I think it would be better to do it now, or unless you want to wait till everyone's awake to ask more questions, and I will.
Can it wait? I have a splitting headache.
As do I, considering I'm the one who headbutted you, and you were a lot harder than I thought you would.
Wait, you headbutted me?
Yes. Long story short, somebody possessed you. I held you as best I could, and I headbutted you, and you almost got out of my grip.
Her eyes go wide as she's like, "Oh yeah." So that happened.
Yeah. I kind of just rubbed my head, and I'd look at her, and it's like, you don't seem like you got a scratch, however.
Well, that is a that's what happens when one is like me, I suppose.
What are you exactly? I don't
I'm
think saying
a
is that hard.
I'm a genasi. Um, and I'm not as sand genasi as I told you, folks, because it is dangerous to be any other kind of genasi.
Okay.
People
So,
usually want some special part of genasis for potions, rituals, and whatnot. So
like
best to
your
keep it on the
eyes.
down low. Not only my eyes, also like my organs and my skin and my bone. They believe it has some sort of magical power, and I'm pretty sure maybe it has. I don't know. I don't want to find out.
I just smile and pat her shoulder, shaking my head, saying, you have nothing worrying from me. At the very least, I just need you to get through here, and we'll do our best to protect you. So long as I don't have to headbutt you. I start chuckling at her.
Oh, as long as I don't get possessed again, I can definitively defend myself. And if I can't defend myself, I'll just disappear.
I see.
And as a demonstration, she just kind of she disappears basically. It's like you look at her and it's like she becomes one with the wall, then just disappears into it.
Aaliyah has left Venator on red.
I was
Kinda sorta-
picturing
I
like
kind
the
of sort
Homer
of.
Simpson sinking into the hedges.
I just kind of sort of, I kind of sort of blink both in surprise and amusement from what she just did, and I start laughing to myself a little bit. Fair enough. I
And
mean,
then she like taps your shoulder from behind you.
I kind of sort of just do a slow turn and kind of sort of do a half growl at her, not in a menacing growl, but as a minor flashback kind of thing that I have.
Hmm.
Just
All right.
please, I said, please don't do that. The last time I had someone behind me, I almost died from that thing.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, no, it's not your fault. I'm the one that's being just as secretive as you have to be for your own well-being.
Gotcha. Uh, she moves back over to her spot as before and sits down.
Well, you've answered my questions. So, do you have anything for me?
Hmm. No.
All right.
Also, well, I do have one question. Where did you get that staff from?
I kind of sort of look at the staff and shrug my shoulders. Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is that something happened, an out of body experience, and then when I came to, it was in my hand.
Hmm. Because it looks old.
And
How?
yes, it does, but I couldn't tell you how old exactly. It's far beyond my grasp. I'm still
And
learning to
that,
be a druid.
and as you say, you don't know how old it is. You feel a small vibration coming from it.
What the hell?
Yeah. What's wrong?
It just started shaking in my hand. I'm not trying to cast it or anything. It's just out of nowhere, just doing this weird vibration.
I'm
Hmm.
making a good vibration.
Oh, I was thinking, it's such a good vibration.
You
You
guys are
guys
making
were
it hard.
thinking of songs. I was thinking, ooh, it bites.
You guys are making it so hard. You guys are making it so hard to stay in character. But I just kind of look at it while it's doing its thing, and then look at her with a shrug. Again, I'm still learning this. I'm a newfound druid.
I see, but shouldn't you already be able to shapeshift into other animals?
Well, I can without the staff. I know of one that I can change into. With the staff, it helps a little bit more.
Hmm.
I set the staff down before, and then I use wild shape to change into the bear that we saw a while back in the forest.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's understandable.
Then I just kind of sort of sit before the staff, looking at her, just kind of puzzled a bit, and wait for it to wear off, which is going to be quite a while.
Oh no. The staff only vibrated for like 5 seconds.
Ah, no, I mean like when me changing to the bear, using
Oh,
wild shape to explain to her.
I see. Okay.
Considering since that was like the only thing I could remember without the staff that I could technically remember seeing that or the boar, so I just changed it to the bear since I'm more or less on guard. So
Hmm. Okay. Well, you change into the half bear, half man again.
I hope this doesn't scare you.
It's just a bit unusual.
I kind of sort of give her a little toothy grin, not keeping in fact keeping in mind that I kind of sort of have fangs riddling my mouth right now.
All right. Aaliyah goes back down to sleep, kind of process everything that's happened so far.
Well,
And when the dawn breaks,
ooh, 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 ooh. I want to do something now.
yeah.
I want to go not over Deca because I already teased her enough. I want to go over Jericho as the half bear, the werebear kind of thing, and just like poke him with a claw to wake him up, like wake up, sleepyhead.
Oh God.
Just like I'm like inches away from his face.
Wait, is this happening? This is actually
Yeah,
happening?
I poke his shoulder and just like inches away from his face and wake up, sleepyhead.
Jericho groggily wakes up and then like takes a second, like and blinks,
It
looks
just
at
sees
what's
a
in
bunch
front
of
of him,
just
rubs
sees a
his
bunch of teeth in his
eye,
face.
looks again, and then says, "Oh no, I went, I died. No, demon, please. I wasn't ready yet."
This is how he dies. I just kind of sort of laugh a little bit, looking at him. Not the reaction I was expecting, but it's a reaction nonetheless. I take a
Please
step
play
back and
a,
let him get up.
please play along and say if it wasn't because you smoked so much dang herb, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Just look at him. It's like, welcome. I think you kind of sort of got a little happy with that little green in yours.
Fuck you, it was worth it. Fine, torture my soul.
Kind of sort of just I give him just a gentle pat on the head as best I can without the claws like cutting them open. Say, you're not worth the time, buddy. Let's go.
Oh, am I not good enough? Huh? Where's your boss? Come back here and torture.
Let me talk to your manager.
It's not Karen, but Richard.
Oh,
God
it's Jericho. More like
Karen.
Karen.
God.
Jared Karen.
Is your name like Jericho Karen something?
It's Jericho Karen.
You're cutting out.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right. I
Just
don't
when
know.
you said the name.
Jericho Karen Memmius.
Jericho Karen Bibius.
All right.
I don't know how you got this middle name, but it sounds threatening.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Looks around. Vinitar, you asshole.
One and only.
How dare you mess with me still kind of crispy?
Well, I kind of sort of have to even the playing field a little bit, considering I give
Also,
the.
why are you in that form? We're not fighting. Wait, are we fighting something? Did the things come back? Did the dragon get
No,
resurrected? I'm scared.
no, calm down. I'm in this form only because I was guarding over the night since I had trouble sleeping. Plus, I thought I even the playing field by messing with you a little bit, considering I messed with the ranger ball missing shots every now.
I didn't take you for a prankster. The
Gotta have
fuck,
fun.
man?
You gotta have fun when you think that every day's gonna be your last.
I mean, I but you're still an asshole. But I respect you for it.
And you're a weird little human sometimes.
Eh. Yeah, you're
And
right.
you're about the same height or something.
I kinda sort of drew the short end of this on that one. I'm the short tiefling. We got a giant tiefling that's like a literal foot taller than me. I'm like what 5'6", 5'7", and she's 6'7", I believe.
Yep.
Okay, I thought you were 7'4", and I was like, dang. Okay. So, Jericho, you're supposed
Hello.
to take watch.
Ah, yes. Wait, even though the dawn is breaking?
Yes, because, do you get
Dude.
up at dawn or do you get up like a few hours after dawn?
Nah, I'll get up at dawn. It's cool. I'll take over.
All right.
'Cause I kind of sort of just take where I just kind of lay down next where he was and get out of the form finally and just try to sleep as best I can.
All right.
Okay. So is going to walk around and also unsheath his new sword and study it a bit.
Okay, okay. Little bit of sword practice like a good old weep would do.
I mean, maybe.
It's okay, you
Yeah.
have the power of God and anime on your side.
Well, Jericho kind of just thinks back to the vision he had when he first held the sword
Ooh.
and is kind of contemplating in an odd silence. He hasn't said much besides talking to Venator earlier. He's still kind of that.
Yeah.
But
All
he
right,
also
Dick.
kind of like finds like a corner behind one of the ruined buildings and kind of the air to get a feel for it.
All right. Yeah, nothing special happens other than practicing your sword, practicing your moves.
Bet slash
But
slash.
it does feel lighter than it looks, and it has great balance. But it's also very worn out. It's kind of rusted.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it
Hmm.
holds its edge very well.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Jericho's like uneasy, but also accepting of the sword.
Right.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do much after. He just so is practicing his moves where no one can see.
Cool.
I really
Cool.
hope no one wakes up and sees it. Like like after a minute, he's like going at it. He's battles against people.
All right. You're cutting out a little bit, but I think we've got most of it through context.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Yep. That up. Yep. Oh, yep.
What? You're breaking up with me.
That was on purpose, though.
Wait, you're actually breaking up with me?
I don't know. What should we tell your fiance?
I know
I
you
thought
left.
what we had
What we
was
had
so.
special.
Okay, hours pass. The sun is now like in like 10 a.m. position. It is hot, hot, hot.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh, we got it. Hot, hot. Oh, we got it. Hot,
Jericho
hot.
rips the sleeves of his shirt to turn it into a tank top.
Oh my god.
It's okay, he'll regret that later when we go somewhere cold.
Oh yeah, and he's gonna have massive sunburn.
But it's
Farmer's
hot.
tan extraordinaire.
Jericho, you're in a desert. It's always gonna be hot,
I
unless
mean,
it's dark. Then
I
it's gonna be
mean,
freezing.
true. But we made a.
Okay, so y'all are up and about.
Falaji's pouting.
Elias decided to go down and investigate more in the catacombs.
Falaji's sitting by the dragon bones pouting. Just kind of
And
like looking at him.
what are you other easy peasy thing crispy?
No, Jericho's actually taking count of all the materials they have so they can continue their journey.
Hmm.
While Jericho's doing that, I'm tending to the camels and Peppa to make sure that they're at least somewhat hydrated before we get on the road so we don't have them passing out on us.
I'm gonna go down to the catacombs and go figure out what Aaliyah's doing because Decca's getting tired of being in the middle of the desert.
So Lee is just looking over the walls, um, rereading the whole history of old civilization.
Anything interesting on there?
Well, uh, it says something along the lines of um, they started out by just being a small tribe of other genasi, and they, as most other kingdoms do, they grew and grew until they were so big that they just started trying out different ways of accumulating power. And It appears one of the ways they did that was communing with their ancestral ones, or so they say. I have a feeling it's the guy who came in and kind of possessed me. He was like one of them or something.
So long story short, they ended up summoning Zool in an attempt to gain more power, and it backfired.
Pretty much. And then the survivors spent the rest of their time just building this place and refining the prison for Sewell. I don't know, man. It's a big mess.
Looks like it. Anyway, we're getting ready to pack up. Anything else you need to look for? Make it quick.
Oh, of course. I need to get you where you need to be. Uh, I'm a woman of my word. I will get you where I can always come back here and do a little bit more research when.
Well, get us to town alive, and I'll buy you a drink.
That would be nice.
Look at you, Decker, putting on the moves on her.
Jericho senses a disturbance in the force.
I want to exit the catacombs with a shit-eating grin on my face now, and I want to look directly at Jericho.
Oh God.
It's on.
Just
Jericho sees Decca and studies her expression, and then squints his eyes. No.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna stare at him with a shit-eating grin, and I'm gonna walk over to the camels next to Venator. Are we about ready?
I was so hoping for you to make a Hamilton run. God damn.
No one else was in the room where it happened.
Well,
Yeah.
more like more let me get you some free advice. Talk less, smile more.
I look over at Decca to give her a nod and tell her, point to her camel that's finishing up the last of his water. Yours is the last to drink. The others are ready to go. Jericho's getting his stuff together, and Balaji still looks a little bit shaken up.
All right.
Okie dokie. So you guys set off, and as the civilization gets further and further behind you, the sun continues to rise, and it is real dang hot.
Decca's got the hood of her cloak over her head, by the way. She's trying to shade herself as much as she can.
I can just sit here and picture Peppa right now sitting under the camels and stay in the shade as she walks with us.
Oh, you didn't just throw her on the back of a camel?
I was gonna say, you're making Peppa walk? Like, I know I want to turn her into bacon, but like, that's cruelty.
I wanted to, but the last time I did that, she kind of sort of fought me because she freaked out when we started fighting with freaking bandits.
I thought it was the jackalwares that she freaked out over.
You mean the velociraptors?
Yeah.
You're not gonna live that down, Jericho. I can tell you that now.
Guys, I'm kind of retarded.
It depends on your intelligence.
Or were you just quispy?
Jericho's been quispy for half this journey.
I mean, it seems like this is the only way he's been getting through here so far.
He has some issues to work.
And we're slowly but surely learning about each other's backstory. Jericho's the only one that knows what the damn scar on my back now, because I actually told him what actually happened. Decca,
I feel like we've grown closer because of that little chat.
Your social link has improved.
Wait, Jericho will remember that.
Have I told anyone about Falaji's backstory? I don't
No,
think
No.
I
you're
have.
We've
Okay.
only
you're
seen you just like hyperventilating. We haven't had a chance to ask you because everything went down so fast.
Okay.
as far as
Okay.
they know, you're a big ass question mark.
Good. That's how I want it.
Stop doing that.
Keep them wanting more. That's how you
Mhm.
keep them around.
Oh, Jericho, I just thought of something.
Yes, Venator.
Uh, the fire. I was
Uh,
gonna think of something else, but that'll be for a different time.
So as you keep riding, you notice you come across a small, like makeshift. Well, I say small; it's pretty big. A makeshift camp in the distance.
Uh, can we
Is it a
see?
friendly camp?
Is there like a fire, or are there people there?
Well, there are people there, but everyone is like inside their tent, as far as you
Can we see any weapons outside of the tents?
know. Well, you notice that there's like some spears and some
You say
uh
spear or beer?
spears,
Okay.
Britney Spears,
Britney Spears? What?
Shakespeare's, uh,
My boy Bill.
Billy Bill. No, it just looks like your regular like desert camp.
Any camels around?
Oh yeah, they're just sitting in the shade of like a pavilion that has been set up.
What do y'all say? Pit stop, or do we want to risk it?
I mean, if they got water, we have coin.
The worst that can happen is them trying to ambush us. We
And
just got
I
done fighting
have
a.
a hella cotton mouth.
That
The
cottonmouth
worst.
is your fault.
You're
I,
not wrong.
I just kind of look at Deca and just say the worst that can happen is them ambushing us. And considering that we watched the Sphinx eat a bandit, we had to fight a poltergeist who kept possessing things to stay out of the goddamn crystal. The least we have to worry about is them trying to attack us.
You right. Pit stop.
All right, Lily is a little bit wary of the place, but she's not against going.
Okay.
as we start getting closer to it, I want to roll for perception to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Survey says can't do it that way. I got a 4 plus 4. I got an 8 total. That was a very poor perception roll.
An 8 total. Okay. No, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, and I
So you
get this
get
kind of points for me to do a nature check because I didn't choose a circle that dealt with the desert. Oh well.
But I will tell you that all the like there's a lot of footprints going that seem to go in and out of one of the bigger tents.
It's like a little base or trade,
Yeah,
something going on in
seems
here.
like it. Seems like it.
Neat.
Jericho thinks to drive.
You
Jericho
broke
thinks
up.
the what?
Oh. Oh no, he rage quit.
He's gonna do the thing.
I am back.
Hello.
Welcome.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. Jericho thinks of something before they arrive at the camp. Hey guys, we never did find out where those bandits came from.
Oh.
I kind of sort of just slow my camel and look at him. Is this you actually thinking about this, or is this Green Man talking?
This is me just thinking we killed some dudes, but we never questioned where they came from, did we?
Are we close enough to see people walking around?
There are a few around, yeah.
Uh, can we see how they are dressed?
I think
Well,
that's gonna go.
they're pretty similarly dressed, but then again, you are also kind of similarly dressed.
Dun, dun.
So they're not cultists.
They are desert ready. I mean,
Okay,
since you're
let's see.
riding in on camels, you have been spotted.
Jericho waves.
They wave back.
All right,
Bet.
let's
Okay, let's
go.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi ho, Optimus. Jericho
Does
rides his camel.
I know we kind of talked about it a little bit. Does Aaliyah have a hood or something?
Yeah, she does.
Okay. Does she currently have it up?
Oh
You
yeah.
said you had it up because you were trying to get as much shade as you could.
I know I had my hood up. I was asking if Aaliyah had her hood up.
Oh,
Of
Leah,
course.
derp, derp.
Of course she does.
Okay.
Hi, I'm your friend neighborhood Jewel who doesn't understand jack shit when it comes to character development. Apparently,
So you get to the place. A few friendly smiles all around.
I wanna dismount my camel.
Hey there, travelers.
Hi there. Just stopping in for a pit stop. Wondering if y'all might have a watering hole around here.
No, we don't. Um, this here is a temporary camp because we're moving down south towards those big old ruins that just appeared.
Oh, really?
what the hell? More ruins?
No, Venator. That's where y'all came
The
from.
What's
ones,
that?
the
The,
ones
the
we just
place
came
we were just
from.
at.
I
We
was
actually,
playing coy for a reason. They don't need to know that we just came from there.
Y'all might have
But
seen some since you're coming from that direction.
we went past it.
Oh, you went past it. Oh, that's a dang shame. We sent some few scouts ahead just to see what was up. Um,
Are you okay? Do you need some water?
no, Jericho just kind of turns his head.
I'm gonna
Oh,
hand my water skin to
Pelashi-
Jericho here. Take a
Pelashi
drink.
just kind of starts like picking at her teeth a little bit.
I'm gonna hand my water skin to Jericho.
I just kind of turn around, look at Peppa, pick her up, and check her hooves because I feel like an asshole for making her walk in that hot ass sand.
No, unfortunately, we just went past him. We didn't spend enough time there to see anybody.
yeah, we get from that place, so we kind of just it.
Oh, that's a
I,
darn shame.
I just remembered
'Cause,
something.
yeah.
Huh?
No, go ahead. I was just like I'm gonna be just approaching Jericho for this one, so go ahead.
Okay, because one of my best friends was over there, and he has the most amazing singing voice for just dang old tired.
I stop when I hear him say that, and I kind of look at him and say, "What was his name?"
Oh, his name was good old Finnegan.
And I internally say to myself, "Fuck."
Pelashi's just like,
I kind of
This
sort of,
guy's kind of interesting. So is
I
the
kind of sort of,
sand.
I grab Jericho by his arm and quickly pull him back and just try to make up something. Say, Jericho, do we need to go check on your camel as well? Because thought I saw I thought I saw your camel bleeding a second ago. Let's go check on this before we get charged for it.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's
So
go, guys.
I pull Jericho
Let's go.
outside, and then I immediately just point at his crossbow and says, "Is there any kind of name on that crossbow before we go any further? Because you picked it off of one of those fuckers, and I don't want to end up having them thinking we did something to them, even though we did."
Jericho inspects the crossbows, desperately looking to see if there's an inscription of an owner, to see if this weapon.
So this is how I imagine just Jericho at the moment.
He is split up with sword.
Oh my god! Guys! I have one of their scimitars as well.
Oh my god.
Wait, I don't know. Scimitars
Deco,
were
we're gonna use that as the fucking as this moment right now, as our memes. Like it was at this moment they knew they fucked up.
They fucked up.
While they're all having anxiety attacks over stealing things from dead members of this camp, I want to look at the person and be like, well, it's a shame we weren't able to meet them, but
I'm sure Finnegan had a great singing voice. We'll have to hear it next time.
if we come by and they're
Kind
here,
of like, I thought that tasted singer's throat. Not like she doesn't actually say that, but that's what's going through her head.
oh god.
So what's going?
Pretty sure.
So
I just
Caleb,
kinda
what were you
done-
trying to say?
If we come back this direction and they're with the group, we would love to hear him sing.
You'd find it very pleasant. But as it is now, we're just waiting for them to come back. It's maybe they'll have some good news for us. Maybe they'll have some bad news. We don't know.
Well, I hope they have a healthy return.
Great choice.
All right.
And in the meantime, we're
Wait,
actually whoop, yes.
Give me a deception check.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Oh shit.
Because you're actually
All of us are-
lying. You're
Would
lying.
this technically be with advantage since multiple people
Advantage?
were lying?
Hold on, Jericho has is the one with the deception skill.
Yeah, but you haven't spoken really.
Yeah, you never spoken because I immediately
Sleep.
grabbed you and went outside with the camel.
Oh, y'all
Because
better.
Becca is the one leading the word.
Oh. Okay, I got a +3 on deception. Come on. My charisma just went up. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure everyone that sees this later when it's all done and edited,
Okay.
they're gonna be like, "Oh, they're fucked."
Oh shit. Oh, I'm closing my eyes. Oh, okay, that's an 18.
So 21?
No, 18 total.
Oh, a total 18. Okay.
Total 18.
Oh yeah, he buys it. He is deceived.
Like my heart is
thank Christ.
my heart is racing right now.
Oh, thank Bahamut.
Oh, Bahamut be damned, Jesus.
So I think it's safe to say that our deity is Bahamut.
Well, I mean, Dekka is wearing Bahamut's pendant.
True.
All right.
Okay. So now that little heart attack is gone.
Okay, now we're actually we're heading to the capital, right?
Oh yeah, it's just further up north. It's a lovely big place. It's pretty big. Like, for me, it's personally it's too big. You know what I mean? I like it quiet out here. I like the nature and just the sand. It's great.
Yeah, I like
But yeah,
quiet places
the place
too.
the place is lovely.
I kind of just look up at him with a little mournful smile, thinking about my hometown for a second there, and just kind of nod in agreement with him. I understand the feeling.
About how much longer do you think it is from here?
Oh, it's about a day's travel.
Oh, we ain't too far.
No, you ain't too. Then you'll
Another
get
day
to
in the-
good old.
Mhm. Another day in the desert, and we're just going to be seeing a lot of crazy shit.
Another one.
Oh, I'm just gonna look at him to play along with this thing. I before warning, don't know if they're gonna be very happy-go-lucky to do it during the day, but beware of where these jackal-looking things. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but they tried to attack
Velociraptors.
us one night. They kind of attacked us one night. I'm not sure if there's any more out there, but just a forewarning in case some more tries to get you, or for the sake of
Don't
your
worry about it.
friends.
They always roaming around.
Are they a normal occurrence in the desert? I apologize.
Oh,
We're
definitely.
not from the desert.
Oh, I could see immediately. Don't worry. But I see this might be your guide, and he points to Aaliyah. He just gives a wave and yep,
Yeah,
these are my assholes.
Yeah. Aw. I feel the affection coming from her now. My heart just went pitter patter.
I kind of sort of just shake my head, looking over at her. It's like, yeah, you love us, in a sarcastic kind of tone.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho's hiding his face.
Well, I would hate to take up any more of your time, but thank you for the information. It has been a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's all mine.
I apologize. I didn't ask
Well,
for your name.
Shit.
Mother.
You know what? His name
Marco?
Jeff.
Marco?
His name Jeff.
What is his name?
His name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
His name. Her name Kaivan.
Kaivan? Okay.
Kaivan.
Kaivan? It's Kaivan!
Kaivan, indeed. Yeah.
Alright, Kaivan, you have been more than generous.
No, not to worry. Our chieftain is just sleeping, so I wouldn't want to bother him none. So.
I make a beeline at the door, at the opening when he says he's chieftain, because I don't want to stick around and see who the fuck that is.
Alright, we will be gone. Thank you.
For all I know, it could be a fucking bugbear.
All right, pleasant travels.
Heading back to the camel. I'm mounting up, and I'm under my breath. Everybody's like, "Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!"
I pick up Peppa and put her on Zagor's back and get the hell out of Dodge.
Wow, they sure are busy folk.
Okay,
Much to do.
I got a TiVo pause, guy.
Am I the only one in here? All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself. All by myself. Wanna be all by myself.
Is there a name on that damn crossbow?
With sweat on our brows and camels under our asses, let's get going.
I'm sitting here just holding Peppa because we're just like, we're gonna die, Peppa.
We're in danger.
We're in danger. Wait. Hold on.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Typing intensifies.
It doesn't help that she has a mechanical keyboard too.
YMCA.
No. Why? I just want to hear it.
Screaming Asian man. Oh god.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Copyright.
Okay, so the screaming Asian man video is what I pictured Kayla's face when she was rolling that deception check.
Oh no, you have no idea. I literally closed my eyes when I rolled my d20. I was like, oh my god, please be above a 12. I was like, I know I can pass with a 15, but come on.
I mean, that's what happens when you speak to some very kind-hearted and kind of gullible people.
Don't just, I'm in danger.
So you guys have been traveling for a little bit, and you are we all back? By the way, make sure.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
in danger.
God fucking damn it.
So you guys have been traveling for a bit, and it's been about half a day worth of travel. And then you, in the distance, you see the city, and all around you, it starts getting like a little bit greener and greener. Like it's still very sandy, but it's like a tundra instead of a desert. That makes
Ooh,
sense.
oh,
Ooh.
green.
Jericho inspired surrounded by
Wait,
land.
What?
what?
God damn. Test 1, 2.
Is there a 3?
No. No.
You
Okay.
disappeared without a
Shit.
trace.
Uno, dos, he disappeared without a trace.
Guys.
God.
Jericho feels inspired that he's no longer surrounded by just
I need
and
to charge.
pulls out his lute
Oh God.
and starts strumming 500 miles.
And I would walk 500 miles.
Perry?
Perry?
Perry
Perry the
the
platypus!
No. Oh my god. No. Oh, Jordan showed me a meme earlier. And
Was it Quispy?
It was. No, it was a Tarkov meme. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a picture of Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus, but instead Perry was wearing a fucking like one of those Russian hats with the fur, you know? And it was Perry the Platypus.
God damn it.
But
Alright. Jesus Christ.
I'm sad at this point in time, though, because I need to charge my vape. It died.
Mine still got half a battery.
Mine's at
It
1%.
died as I went to take a hit off of it.
Oh, no
Aw.
wonder nobody was hearing me. I kept being interrupted because I was muted still. Son of a bitch.
Oof.
I was trying to say that while Jericho's over here getting ready to strum on his lute, I kind of sort of just yell at him. As much as I love your music right now, we don't need that, considering what we almost just had happen to us. So could you not?
Let him lighten the mood.
What mood?
Exactly.
The tension.
Miranda's in sight. Let him play his music.
To be fair,
Yes.
I will for you.
You've said this several times, and I believe you now, considering what you did to Finnegan.
Uh-huh.
Wait!
Do it again.
Decca turns around. It was never confirmed that the one she vored was Finnegan.
It was never denied either. We killed all of them, so maybe
The
we did,
Sphinx!
maybe we didn't.
No, the Sphinx killed the last one. Maybe that one was Finnegan, and his death isn't on our hands.
A guilty conscience is still guilty nonetheless.
Never said we weren't guilty.
Just let the man play some music.
and
You know what?
we are away.
Who's
I
rolling
rolled a
dice?
6, so he
And
can.
we ran.
Ran all night and day.
You know, it's surprised. You know, I'll
Couldn't
let him
get
sing.
away.
I'll let him sing, considering what he's singing is kind of sort of what we're doing. We're fucking running away.
Let's just make it to the Republic of Namek so we can get out of the desert.
At least we can agree on that, Ranger.
So, as far as you guys know, you don't actually know the name of the capital.
Oh.
Because I've been too fucking lazy to come up with a name before that.
I just know the last time you said it was the Republic of Namek, and that's just what I've been rolling with.
We just kind of went with that.
Exactly.
D&D is all about imagination and improv anyway, so.
Exactly. So, now there is a name, and Aaliyah points towards that big old city. It's fucking huge. And says, "Welcome to Adonai."
Adonai.
Ooh.
Adonai?
Where do we need to add the I?
I was thinking and
I kind of sort of just
like
walk
deny
past.
the fact that we murdered all of those people.
I just kind of shake my head and just walk on into the freaking town.
Let's keep going.
Well, it's still half a day's worth of travel.
How much time of day do we have left?
He just said it was half a day's
No.
worth.
I know he said it's a half day's worth of travel, but what time of day is it?
It is about to be night.
Do we want to risk it and keep going?
Yeah.
No, fuck that. The desert's cold at night.
We're in the like green area, so we're not too far into the desert at the moment.
It's still cold.
It's still cold, I guess.
So go ahead and camp since we still technically have another 8 hours of travel anyways.
Before we do that, I want to do a nature check to see if we can find some kind of place to set up camp that we can defend easily. Would it be nature check or perception check?
I think it's more of a perception check than.
Okay.
Because I don't know, it doesn't seem like a naturally defensive place where you guys are at.
Okay. Never ending.
I mean, you can still do it. Maybe there'll be maybe the place.
So I rolled, but it ended up going everywhere. So it was a very faulty roll because when it stopped and hit something else entirely, it ended up being a nat 20, and I didn't count it because it was again a faulty roll.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, you hunker down for the night. Nothing really seems to be. Uh, Nothing seems to be happening as far as you guys know.
I look
Aaliyah's a
over.
bit on edge.
She's on edge still.
Oh no, she's more on edge now.
I want to take first watch.
All right.
As much as I want to sit there and agree to you with that, are you gonna be able to see anything?
Well, we have a fire, don't we?
On it.
Well, she does. Well, he's.
I may be human, but I'm not useless.
I never said that. I kind of sort of just want to look at the staff again because I just realized I'm sitting here looking at it. I have it, but I haven't actually had time to sit there and look at it.
Yeah, just like I described when you got it, it looks like it's like a branch that's been broken off of a tree.
Because I want to try and change into something instead of just the freaking Wendigo again. Not Wendigo, the werebear. I want to try to change into actually no, because if I do that, it'll probably make it to where we might end up. No, screw it. I want to try to change into a displacer beast, but that's probably gonna be a fail in itself.
Ooh.
I have to do a wisdom check for that, don't I? Or is it? Everything went dark.
It's gonna be interesting.
I kind of want to at the same time I don't. But I've already sat there, just put it out
I
there. I'm gonna do it.
I mean, to be fair, not mastered the full transformation of.
Yeah, this is very true. If I do this, I'm going to go and stand 15 feet away from the camp in case something bad does happen.
Only 15.
Only 15.
What could possibly go wrong?
Right?
What indeed?
We already made bad life choices so far, like going to college and having debt. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm gonna go like 15 feet out from the camp and try to change into the werebear again. Try to have a better transformation of it, kind of.
Right.
Okay, and I have to roll the wisdom, or was it intelligent?
I think it is wisdom.
Okay. Oh, that's even worse.
Oh god, no.
I got a 6 total. 4 plus 2 to my charisma. Not charisma, but wisdom. 2 to a wisdom modifier. That's a 6. Ah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, nothing happened.
Okay. I will have to get used to this one day. Okay, I've had my little fun with the experiment. I'm going to go back to the camp and just sit there and defeat.
The branch shakes, staff shakes like twice. It
Mhm.
stops.
Maybe if
It's
you
like
turn
a
on the
phone. You got a
ringer.
message.
Turn on
I
the
just look at
ringer.
I look at the branches and what do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
What do you want
Adam.
from me?
Why did that work?
uh, all right. So now you're just sitting there,
I'm just sitting here staring at the branch like, what do you want from
and all y'all are just resting up, taking it easy. Um, but yeah, so far nothing is happening. You
me?
want to do a perception check just to be sure?
Yeah, I'm over here flicking my D20. That sounds sexual. Forget I said that.
Nerdy
I
innuendos.
The
mean,
sad thing is, it's been recorded, so it can only be forgotten if you decide to edit it out.
I'm gonna forget to edit it out though. That's the thing.
It's
I rolled.
okay.
I
It's a
rolled a.
t-shirt.
I rolled a 15, by the way.
All right.
wait, is
Yeah,
this an
there.
all of us type of thing, or is this just Kayla?
Just
Just
her,
Kayla.
because she's
She's
the one
on.
on guard.
Ah.
Yeah, she's the one on. Yeah. So far nothing is like especially happening. There's nothing dangerous.
All right,
You do
Deccan's
see a
gonna spend.
few.
She'll spend a
Do see a
good chunk of the
few.
night just staring up at the sky.
All right. You do see a few like carry-on birds, like circling your position,
Hmm. She just stares at him.
because they figure, oh, they got food. Maybe
Hmm.
they drop dead. Even better.
No.
Oh.
Kayla, shoot them so.
Not all of us are murderers.
Why is the bard not? He's not being overly sexual, but he is very volatile.
He's a violent murder hobo.
Listen.
Violent murder hobo. Okay.
Okay. First, birds. They're not, something to be murdered or something to be hunted.
First things
That.
first. I'm the realist.
Don't you dare. That was 14.
I'm not killing anything as of right now. I'm just gonna stare at the birds.
Okay, you won't kill the birds, but you'll murder Peppa when you get the opportunity.
Ain't that the truth?
Have I made a move to murder Peppa yet? No!
Yes.
Look, Yet was the key word there.
Pimples is gonna be this running joke for Deca right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's all I could have wished for.
I have nothing interesting to think about for the rest of my watch. I'm just staring at the sky and birds now.
And the stars.
Wait, we have stars?
The stars, they are not in position.
Stars!
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Not today.
God damn.
I love El Dorado.
Why did that
Same.
movie get like so popular again all of a sudden?
Because Robert Downey Jr. are the two main characters, and needs to be made live action.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, do.
Like Robert Downey Jr. and Neil Patrick Harris.
Absolutely.
Now that he's done with Avengers, more or less, he can't do that.
You guys know that they had to remove some frames that made the movie slightly more homosexual.
How dare they?
Exactly. How dare?
It's 2019, people.
I
Not
mean,
when
it
the
wasn't.
movie came out.
No, I'm talking about as of now, 2018, 2019. I don't know why they're still doing a bitch fit about it. We're currently just throwing a fit over what is genders and what is not, what is binary, what is not binary.
I like
We're
turtles.
talking ones and zeros over here.
You like turtles? That's pretty nice. I like
turtles.
tortoises.
I like turtles.
It'd be just kind of funny if you just had a turtle just come out of nowhere and land on your face while you're farting.
My cousin has a pet African tortoise, and his name is Master Uguay.
I love it. I love it.
I love that tortoise more than anything in this world.
Oh,
I would die for him.
unless he died for us.
Yesterday was history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
Jake, I
And
need you.
and I know someone who got that tattooed on his arm.
Hmm.
That
There
is
was a spell.
baller.
There was an error in it. And I felt so self-righteous because he's a dude.
Okay, back to the game.
Game to the back.
Deca was guarding.
All right. It is now dawn is approaching, and you guys continue on. You get to Adonai.
I'm assuming since we left at dawn, we
Is
got there like midday.
yeah, is it like noon,
Oh
roughly?
yeah, you get there around noonish.
Okay.
Sweet.
Before we get
Awesome.
like get there, like maybe when there's like an hour or so left in travel, I want to look over at Aaliyah and you seem tense.
Yeah, I'm not a big city person.
Didn't
Okay.
we in a city?
Just a
What?
city boy.
She says she's not a big city person. I'm just kind of sort of just going past her. Like, I'm not a city person in general.
Can I roll an insight check to make sure that's actually what's bothering her?
Sure.
That's a 12.
As far as you're concerned, yeah, she city.
Okay.
What do you want, Catboy?
We have a cat boy?
Yeah.
My cat boy is currently sitting on his scratching thing.
No.
How's that right, GG? Silently judging me over there. But yeah, that's just all I wanted to do.
All right. Yeah, because I'm gonna continue as Aaliyah. Because yeah, I've been living in the desert for almost all my life, and there are just too many people.
Sounds reasonable.
Something. Ah, kitty!
He's on my lap.
I hear the big purrs.
He decided to rub his face against my mic.
Oh, lovely.
He is nice boy. That won't drink water out of his dish, but will drink directly out of my glass if I leave it on the table.
Such is the nature of cats.
The music.
Because so Aaliyah has put her 2 cents in about the big city. She doesn't like it. I'm kind of sort of just looking around, just getting a general grasp of the environment.
All right. So Aaliyah will also start talking about a little bit about Adonai, even though some of you, and I'm just talking about your characters, might know just from like hearsay about what what's going on, what the thing's about, what's happening, what's
Adonai.
popping.
Mm-hmm.
So general knowledge is that Adonai is a very big city founded by previous slaves and war veterans and the like. Outcasts from all the different kinds of kingdoms from both continents. Uh, so there's going to be like a giant variety of or like not races, and you're going to stumble upon a lot of like half races too, because that's what happens.
It's a big old mixing pot.
So
It's a
it's New
big old
York.
mix. Basically.
It's basically
Um,
what America was supposed to be until everybody decided to draw the line clear cut.
and it's also like a giant repository of knowledge. Everyone gets like a standard education if they're born there.
Huh.
Uh, so technology and everything else is like slightly more advanced than most other.
Hmm. This ought to be
Dope.
fun.
Um, there
While we're
are
hearing this,
no
while we're
kings
hearing
or
this too,
queens. There are no kings or queens, but there's a council, like um,
Like a
what-
vanguard.
I
council
won't
like
call,
a kind of like a parliament kind of thing.
kind of like a parliament. It's what do you guys call it when your senators are all
The Senate.
Senate.
oh yeah. There's a senate. Basically.
Bruh!
Sorry, I don't English good, and also it's 5 a.m. almost 6. So shut up.
He has a very valid point. He has reason to feel this way.
um, and yeah, they have a lively trade party, and there's a giant river that flows through the center that allows for shipping.
Oh,
So lots of trading, lots of education, and the general. If you guys want to poke around, see what's going on, I will happily uh, come up with something that'll make things interesting.
so before we do any of that, I kind of look at Aaliyah and ask her, "Do you know where we can go and put our camels since we made it to the town?"
Yeah. Um,
Is there
you
another Stella's?
there is another Stellas. Stellas is all over, baby. It's the de facto fucking steed service.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
I fucking
Wait,
love that
wait,
name.
so did we
Don't add me.
happen to take the camels that we stole from the dead raiders?
Yeah,
No. Wait, we did?
No, we
you
did.
did.
We did. We had extra camels.
How the fuck did they not notice those camels then?
I
They
mean,
just
don't.
assumed they were like trading camels. Like they were carrying camels. They were carrying all your trader shit.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
sure, let's go with that. Not gonna
Like
question it. We got out of there. I'm not gonna question it.
Let's just go
like I
drop
said.
off our camels.
Let's just say it was a
Follow
very
the people.
profitable rush decapitation spree.
Drop off the camels. Let's find an inn. Get our heads on straight and get some liquor in my tummy.
So
All right.
as we're doing that, and I get off of my camel Zekrom, and I kind of sort of just rub the side of his face and just tell him thanks as we finally release him. Because
He,
I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but I'm just sitting here thanking the camel that kind of stuck with us despite the bullshit that he had to sit there and witness.
What do you mean release him? We got to bring him back to Stella so we can get our deposit back.
That's what I'm doing. Is that I hopped off his back so we can just go to the Stella Stockade and drop him off there. That's what I meant by
Fellas,
release.
we got to.
Stella get her groove back? Okay, let's go to Stella's.
so, so Aaliyah leads you over to the nearest step, um, and you get all the deposit money back. If you
Mhm.
guys can remember what that is,
It
I'll
was
be very happy.
it was like 250 silver.
Yeah, it was 250 for us all together. So
Are you sure? Because in this universe, like 100 silver is equal.
I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie, that's like the one thing I didn't write down in my notes, which I probably should have.
to be fair, our currency count has kind of since we got paid from the mayor that one kind of been balling.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. Let's just say you get back 2.5 gold for each camel, so you get a surplus because of extra camel.
so
Bet.
The guy handling the camels is just like, so your papers say that you rented out like 4 camels, but you returned with 7.
Yeah.
I look at the
Duh.
guy.
You
I just look at
wouldn't
the.
believe it. We found these camels just wizard.
I, I
They
kind
were
of sort of.
so friendly.
I kind of sort of just look at
Roll
the
for
guy and just
deception.
say, "God damn it, Jericho!
Oh wait,
Should have
shit.
just let me say long story."
13.
Plus your charisma modifier.
Oh shit, that's right. 13 plus 5.
That's
It was an
18.
eighteen.
That's 18.
He kind of side glances you a little bit, and then goes, "Okay then. Hmm. Well, since these are not included in the deposit form, we'll just pay for the camels. They look like." He goes over and checks their mouths. Like, this one looks healthy. This one is a little bit older, but otherwise pretty good. Ooh, this is a young one. Yeah, that'll be like yeah, 10 gold for these.
Sold.
Holy shit!
So
All
we're
right.
getting in total 10 gold for those, and then you said like 2.5 gold
Deposit.
for the deposit.
So
Yeah.
basically, we all just got. If we have Aaliyah involved in this as well, we all get 2 gold apiece from that.
Oh, you guys still gotta pay Aaliyah for like half the trip.
That's why I'm just like giving her the part of that as well, since she was a part of this as this entire fiasco went down.
You guys decide on buying her side.
Sure.
I wait, do we have I mean we also kind of did unpossess her.
Oh yeah, yeah. Aaliyah looks at you and is like, "That camel is mine, so I don't know what you guys do. Why are you looking at me like that? I just need my money. Thank you for a lovely trip. You will get discounts if you want to go the other way around sometime, if I'm around."
I kind of sort of just chuckle at Aaliyah and nod. I'll probably take you up on that offer, considering the shit we've been through right
Oh yeah, it's been intense.
now. kind of give her just kind of give her a slight nod and thanks for leading us there, and ask her how much do we owe you, by the way, because I feel like we didn't pay you.
Wait, we
We did. We paid her for before we left.
Yeah, half the money.
We paid her half the money for when we left, and the other half is what we are supposed to give her.
Okay. I mean,
That's gonna be
it's not like we're hurting for like silver.
Yeah, that's why I was asking because I completely forgot how much we had given her to begin with.
It was 50 up, 50 silver.
I think it was 50 a
silver.
person.
Yeah, 50 a person up front.
So if in that case, then we basically just got 2 gold back from 2 silver. Words fail me. We got 2 gold back from our deposit since each of us just give her 50 silver apiece.
yeah. That makes sense. She takes the money and like, nice doing business with y'all. Now, then she looks at Decca. About that drink.
Sarah at them
I
both
I just look
with a
over at
tilted head.
I look over at Decca and it just had this little smirk on my face. You sly dog.
I just want to shrug my shoulders. It's like, I don't know what y'all talk about. I offered our
You
guide, who went through hell with us, and offered to buy her a drink.
We did promise her. Now that you've mentioned it, I promised you a drink as well if we made it through there alive.
Well, I can handle my drink. So, get in line.
All right, Aaliyah, what's the best bar in town?
Ooh, that's gotta be Jamesy.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. So she leads you to across the river through you walk on a very nice bridge. You see a lot of boats sailing around and carrying a lot of shit, uh, parking at some harbors near here and there. And then you get to James's, and as soon as you go through the door, you see that it's pretty elegant compared to the outside, where the outside was kind of it looked like an old building, but inside it's got wooden floors, which is kind of unusual. Um, but everything seems a bit polished, and everyone in there is uh like upper middle class kind of clothes.
Hmm. Fair enough. All right.
I feel very naked now because we just went through a desert. We're probably covered in fucking sand. And look at these people.
Listen, we'll worry about getting cleaned up after we relax for a little bit.
The
Fair
bartender
enough.
welcomes you in. Welcome, welcome to Jamesy. Don't worry about the sand. It happens every day. It gets taken care of. Aaliyah, welcome back. Girl.
What kind of
And
bartender
who are
is this, I
these
wonder?
misfits you brought in?
I want to be offended, but you're not wrong.
At that moment, everyone should just look at Jericho, who's gathering sand from the floor and putting it in his pocket.
I want to know what kind of
Pocket sand?
I want to know what kind of race this bartender is now.
Oh, the bartender is like a half dwarf.
Half orc.
Yeah, he's taller than your average dwarf and more stocky than an ordinary human.
Oh, cool.
But he's still like 5'2".
That's still
No,
kind of cool.
sorry.
I just wanted to have a picture of the face with the name with the
Hmm.
voice.
Oh yeah, so he is his hair is braided. It's long. It's braided, and so is his beard, and
Mhm.
it's a dark auburn color.
Oh, cool. So, for all I know, he could be just still young.
Oh yeah, you have no clue. You have no clue how old he is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna metagame that. All I can say is that he just looks kind of young.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
All right. I want to look at Aaliyah. What's your favorite drink here?
Ooh, that's gotta be. Well, how about we start off with some good old beer? Just start off.
Sounds fair
Oh,
to me.
Well,
Anybody
she
else?
does
I'm
that.
not paying for y'all though.
Jerry and says, "You guys enjoy your drink. I'ma go for a walk."
I'll see
Is it a
now.
very enthusiastic walk?
Eh?
Is it a walk of
So
shame?
I will admit defeat this one time. He points at Decca. You are now my rival.
Oh.
This is the greatest thing ever.
I look over. I just walk over to fucking. Gotta go. I woke up to the bartender with them, and I just kind of ask him this very question. It's gonna be very weird. Just bear with me now.
All right.
Uh, say, sir, have you or anyone that you know that works with you, have they ever heard of a drink called Dragon's Blood?
Ooh, that requires some very finicky ingredients. Let me just check if I have them. So he kind of stoops down into the cabinets below and checks the drink he has there. Um,
Mhm.
Pops his head up. I think I can manage. It'll be a little bit weaker than what it's usually like, but is that okay?
I look over at Decca and ask her, I did promise you a drink. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
That one's gonna be she's that's for her. It's gonna be on me, sir.
All right then. That'll be 2 silver.
2 silver. All right. I give him the 2 silver, and I kind of set off to the side because I don't know what this is gonna do to her, honestly. But at the same time, I did promise her a drink.
All right. And before that, I do want to get the 2 beers for me and Aaliyah.
All right. So you get 2 beers, and you are 1 silver poorer. And then you're handed a very very red drink. It's a deeper shade of red than fucking red wine.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look at it and I want to sniff it.
It
And then
smells strong.
I want to look
You
at Venator and be like, I'm either going to hate you after this, or I will be your best friend.
It's not as strong as what he said. It's not as strong as the one as he said, but it will kind of light a fire on you.
All
And
right.
that's
all
all I
right.
can say. I can't tell you from a personal experience. I've only seen my friend in my hometown drink it before, and he kind of sort of fell on his ass after 2 shots.
Okay. Well, after the beer.
Fair enough.
And I'm going to chug my beer. Just down it.
Aaliyah looks at you and goes, "Oh, it's a competition now, huh?" And
Oh
starts
shit!
chugging it.
Oh, yes.
See, the good thing about stone genasis in particular is that they have an exceptionally high constitution. That's gonna be fun.
Ooh.
All right, so Jericho is out philandering, gallivanting.
He is getting a feel for the city.
All right, do you go down to the marketplace or do you just walk around?
Marketplace.
Sick. Okay, you get down to the marketplace and there are just a bunch of stalls set up, and they're handled by a giant variety of different people, different races. Um, every now and again, you're gonna stumble upon like a fountain, a small fountain of water, where some kids will be playing around, and they're gonna be like there are a few people, small cups asking for a little bit of change.
Hmm. 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 All right. Jericho is going to walk up to the people asking for change.
Yeah.
Um, he's gonna pull out and give it to them. To pull out some pocket.
You're cutting up a little bit, sorry.
I've returned.
Yes, you have.
Pocket
Okay.
sand?
Yes, Jericho's going to give them 2 silver pocket sand.
So as you put the 2 silvers in the cup and some of the pocket sand, the beggar just kind of like looks at you, looks into his cup, looks at you. Now what in the blazing hell did you do that for?
Just an odd custom of my about that.
I ain't never heard about something like that before. Now you did
Yeah.
give me money and I appreciate it, but I drink out of it. It's gonna be hard to get all that sand out.
I did see a fountain some kids were playing, and maybe you could wash it out there.
Ooh, Jericho's a dick.
As he fishes out the money, starts like fucking dusting it off from the sand. Another beggar starts like coughing like
Ah, Jericho's gonna go to that beggar, and this time only gives him sand.
He's a dick.
He nods at you and says, "Look for the crow that roosts towards the south."
Jericho smiles, and then flips him like a
Like a what?
he gives him a silver and says thanks.
All right. And as you walk away, you hear him mutter under his breath,
What are you
Say what you cut.
"You stingy motherfucker."
Takes one to know one, pal.
Hey. All right. And now you've been given like a what you could call a small riddle.
Was it look for the crow that what in the south?
Roosts towards the south.
The south. Crow south. Hmm.
And while you mull over that, we're gonna go back to the bar. Um. So I'm assuming that Decca and Aaliyah is on their like 4th beer.
4th beer, and then after that 4th beer, I am going for that dragon's blood, and I'm just gonna fucking chug it. Because I'm sure Aaliyah is like feeling nothing, but Decca is definitely feeling a buzz after that 4th one.
Oh shit.
Have you ever seen those outtakes from Lord of the Rings where Gimli is having a contest with Legolas and Legolas is saying like after his 10th beer like I think I'm starting to feel something.
Yes. Yeah. Just
All right, give me
like
a constitution.
okay, Constitution. What do I have? +3. Ooh, 17
In total or
in total.
okay. So you can definitely feel the dragon's blood, but you're still thirsty.
I wanna look at the bartender, and then I wanna look at Aaliyah, and I wanna say 2 more dragon's blood.
Oh god.
All right, 2 more dragon's blood coming right up, and he starts mixing, and then pushes the 2 new drinks towards just you.
Just me?
Yeah, you
You're the
ordered
one
them.
that's paying for it.
Okay. What is that? That's 2 silver each?
Yeah.
Okay, so 4. Okay. I want to push one towards Aaliyah.
Oh, for me,
Yeah.
it's on.
All
It's
right.
on.
Want to chug?
And
Just down it.
she tries to like clink your glass with you,
Oh shit! Yeah, go for it.
but but your glass is already gone. It's already empty.
Oh. It's
All
like,
right
oh, sorry, excuse me.
then. And now she's just like downing it as well. Uh, Give me another Constitution save, and I'm gonna roll her.
Okay, come on, mamas. Don't fail me now. Oh shit! 22.
You're
Oh
getting
yeah,
lucky with those rolls, Adam.
Don't
she had
fuck
to
with
at
an
some point.
alcoholic.
And Aaliyah is also feeling all good. So I guess you just keep on going. Now, Falaji, what you up to?
I honestly don't know.
You've been very quiet, Falaji.
Full disclosure, I fell asleep.
Oh
Oh no.
I didn't mean to. I just my cat was on my lap, got a
no!
blanket around my shoulders.
You got comfy.
I was listening to you guys talking and it's just like,
Kind of reminds me of my friend's mother. She loved listening to us talk all hours of the night because she was happy her kids were happy.
Hmm, that's
I
okay.
But
mean,
me being Venator, I kind of look at Falaji and ask her if she's okay after. Well, actually, look over at Falaji and ask her, "Are you okay? You were kind of pale last night after seeing that dragon bone. Did it do something to you?"
I talked with its spirit. I was trying to bring it back, reanimate it, as Necromancer does.
Of course.
The bartender interjects. Someone say dragon spirit. I got that.
Just Deca's
No,
like
thank
Raven. Make it
I want to
All
cut her
right.
off, but she's gonna take more. I'm pretty damn sure.
and it was an experience. Didn't really say anything of any importance. It was a little grumpy that I woke it from its long slumber. But
I kind of sort of just laughed to myself a little bit when she says that she woke up from her slumber. Said, "Let sleeping dogs lie. In this case, dragons."
hmm, you should know me better by now. I can't do that.
Fair point. I mean, you have a harpy as a bag.
Hmm.
So while they're doing that, I'm kind of sort of looking at the. I look back at the bartender, and just ask him, um, "What's the strongest drink that he has?" It's like, "What's the strongest drink you have?"
Ooh, oh, that's gotta be dwarven firewater.
Oh,
The
that sounds
Durgal's
interesting.
Grundle.
too.
What's all in it exactly? Or what can you tell me the after effects has had on people?
Well, it gets you drunk real fast, and
Oh,
it also makes you feel like your throat's on fire. Hence the name.
that's that sounds like a dwarven kind of thing, honestly. You know
Well,
what?
considering me, it's all right. I've had worse.
Are you a dwarf?
Well, a half dwarf technically,
All
but
right then.
Half a
I have
man.
my mother's beard and my father's height.
I, I can't say in character. Okay, let me try this again. You have your mother's beard and your father's height. That's a
That I
very
do.
interesting. That's a very interesting combination. You know what? For you just answering my questions, I will try that drink. How much will it be?
Ooh, okay. That'll be 5 silver. It's
I'm gonna
expensive. We don't get a lot of it, so it's gonna be a little bit expensive, but it'll be worth it.
'Cause I'm gonna regret this later, cause I already feel it, cause I'm not much of a drinker, and I will happily admit I am a lightweight.
The dirt will claim another.
Alright, so I give him the 5 silver.
He takes it, and with his other hand, he brings out a very ornate metal bottle.
Oh,
And you can just see the dwarven craftsmanship on it. It's got swirls and patterns, and like figures of presumably those that have made the beverage and glass. And he takes out a small, like shots glass size glass and just starts pouring into it. And out flows a very clear liquid with a slight hint of blue.
why is it that the clear liquids are always the deadliest ones?
Because nothing is added other than the good old spirit of dwarven firewater.
Oh God. Okay.
He closes the bottle and hands the drinks over to you. Slides it
So
across the he
I
places
grab.
his he places his elbows on the counter, his hands interwoven, and places his chin on top of him. This'll
Oh,
be
I'm in for a ride. I kind of look at him. I've already came this far. There's no backing out, right?
absolutely. Hope you'll enjoy yourself.
Right. So I go ahead, pick up the glass, and I'm guessing from the name, it feels kind of warm.
Oh,
And
you feel your throat on fire.
oh God,
Like you're a lightweight. You're gonna feel like that shit's on fire, yo.
God damn. I'm gonna just down it as quick as possible, get it over with, instead of just sitting here looking like a fucking pansy.
You see Decker just turn around and go, do it!
Say, you pipe down, Ranger. You're trying to get into Genasi's pants.
Touche!
Jericho senses another disturbance in the force.
So
All right.
I just down it immediately because I'm sitting here watching them. Falaj just gonna sit here and witness all three of us just being batshit crazy here in a second.
All right. Give me a Constitution saving.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Wow!
Verdict.
You come in here and look at this yourself. I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh God.
I just sat there and said I'm a lightweight, but the roll that I got makes it looks like I just sat there and just bluffed
Holy
it.
shit! You rolled a natural 20.
I got a nat 20, and I have
Oh.
no pluses to the Constitution either.
Oh shit, nat 20. Okay, okay. All the good rolls go towards drinking.
I feel my throat on fire. I can
That
tell
was
him
a
that.
natural 20.
I didn't touch it. Like I looked over and it just like right there is a 20. I was like, shit. That's
This
probably
is
gonna be one of
Okay.
the few nat
this is
20s I get.
reminding me of that scene in Black Lagoon where they're drinking and the dude just underestimate a Japanese businessman as he chugs some Bacardi.
So
Yeah.
I look at the bartender and it's like, I feel it burning my fucking throat. That's for damn sure. Holy, that'll put
Okay,
hair on you.
okay.
That'll put hair on you. That's for sure.
All right then. You seem like, even though you said you're lightweight, it seems like you can hold it quite well.
I guess I have the blessings of Muhammad on our side, considering the shit we went through in the desert.
Oh yeah, what happened in the desert?
Long story short, it's like, well, where do you want to start? Us fighting the ruins, us fighting a poltergeist, or us getting almost eaten by a fucking sphinx?
Ooh, okay. That interesting. A ruined, you say? I mean, those crop up every now and again. And there's always going to be a big treasure hunt. Let me tell you that. As soon as those news hit this city, whoo boy, that's gonna. Oh, people are gonna go almost scratching each other's eyes out just to get something out of there.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I kind of sort of look at it. I kind of sort of just steal a glance at Aaliyah when you said scratch your eyes out.
Oh yeah, she flinches.
It's like, yeah, sure.
Aaliyah senses a disturbance in the force.
Is that maybe I get the feeling at those ruins they might want to be careful. I hope they got someone smart with them, because if not, then they might be in for a ride.
Oh, I've heard many stories of people lose friends and compatriots over some stupid traps that they didn't even keep an eye out for. So I'm pretty sure a lot of them are gonna be prepared. Otherwise, other
Oh.
people are just gonna too ambitious, and sometimes the places will be protected by some mystical force, one or another. So they'll probably look for some hires, see if they can
Yeah,
get anyone powerful with them. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, I
Whatever
hope they're
happens, they comes.
smart
Whatever
instead of
happens,
powerful.
whatever happens, they're
yeah,
gonna spend money here, which makes me happy.
yeah. In that case, the magical being that's there is a sphinx, and haha, all I can say is good luck.
Oh well, I mean, a few of the churches here have some pretty nice, pretty strong paladins. You can technically fight anything that isn't evil. Um, we do have some pretty strong monks around, but again, they're into their whole spiritual thing. So who knows if they want to fight anything? Um, we got a good few hunters around. They are trapper elitist, you might call them that. They know every trap in the book, even
Yeah.
some not in the books. Yeah, I mean, we've got all kinds around here.
So I start kind of just chuckling to myself a little bit and look dwarf up and down for a second. You're good people. You know that?
Ah, thanks. That's what I pride myself in. My
As
my
I say
bar and me.
that, as I can tell, your board is really like, well kept too. And as I say
Oh,
that, I pull out my satchel and I give him a 5 more silver as a tip for the good talk.
you're too kind. Here, have a beer on the house.
I take the beer and I raise it as a form of cheers to him, and I down it as well.
All right, give me a constitution.
Watch this be the one that puts me on my ass.
Natural one.
Because now that dwarven firewater is hitting you.
The
Fuck
Duragall's
you.
Grundle.
I saved myself barely apparently because I rolled and I got a 19.
Yeah, okay, you're doing pretty well. You're doing.
Okay, I'm also gonna call bullshit because I'm gonna use a different die because that die is just like all the good luck, and then I go and use it for something that's very vital, and I end up getting a fucking nat one. I'm not touching anymore tonight.
That's
So
fair.
yeah,
All right, Jericho, you have been thinking for a little bit. Have you found anything special?
I
Flash
have
wants to watch
been
this all go down.
I have been thinking, and I have also been walking,
Yes, yes.
and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of stumped. I'm just kind of looking around, thinking crow, south.
So you notice, you come to a big plaza, and you notice that there's exactly like 8 pillars standing in a circle, and on top of each uh, pillar there are small bird statues, each pointing in their own direction.
Jericho stares intently at the statues. Crow? Question mark.
Roll me hmm, let's say investigation. It's not exactly a perception.
Word. That's a what's that? That's a 9.
9 plus.
Oh wait, hold on. What's that?
Mhm.
Intelligence or wisdom? Because I have 0
Intelligence.
for. Okay, I have no modifier, so it's just
Just a flat
It's
9.
just a flat 9. Okay, you see they are birds.
Just burst nothing more.
They
Jericho.
are birds.
Jericho scratches his chin, and then he just looks up. Which way south?
We left the board out here who doesn't have a general sense of direction. We're fucked.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
so as a traveling man, you look up into the sky and you can see that the sun is about to go down, and therefore that is west.
ah, if that's west, Jericho then oriented to where south would be, looking
Indeed.
at the so looking at.
So if he's facing west, he's, he will have to go and turn left of us. Then. Either left or right, one of the two.
It would be he'd have to turn left if he's
Yep.
if he's face. All right, so he turns left.
All right.
Exit phase
Jericho
left.
starts. Jericho starts walking left. Um, walking on down south. Until you are met with like the walls of a house. There, there are like a few graffiti marks from there where people have just been like scratching their names and some words on the bricks. Um,
You did,
and a
nigga.
few
You did.
symbols, stuff like that. So there it'll say something like, um, "Kariah sucks" and "Down with Marfalar" and stuff like that. Um,
Marfalar.
Marfalar, indeed.
Oh.
And but there is a symbol that you do notice and do recognize.
Oh,
Oh, mm.
oh, oh.
Oh yeah. It resembles a sand dune.
Ah,
And
and
and if you want to know more, give me an investigation check.
okay. Please, new dice, don't give me sucky. That is a 14.
Well,
All right. It points down.
Down.
baby, going down, 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 down.
And when you look down at your feet, you notice there's like a manhole cover.
Jericho sighs. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Open the manhole cover and then
All
go.
right. I'll need a strength check on that one.
Okay.
Manhole covers are fucking heavy.
I
Yeah, they
mean, I
are.
I know this. I live, in near the place the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live. That is a 8 plus 2 is 10.
Yeah, you're not lifting that right now.
Yeah,
So you're gonna spend a little bit of time trying to figure out how to get that up. And as we go back to our drinking contest between Aaliyah and Decca.
Jericho would be the one trying to figure out a way to get it up.
God damn.
God damn it, Jericho.
Uh, so I guess now you're on your like seventh beer plus
seventh,
third.
seventh, eighth.
You lost count, kind of.
Yeah, I'm
All
just,
you know is that.
Becca doesn't count her drink. She counts how much coin she's got left in her bag.
I mean, you
What?
still got a lot, so. As far as you know, you and Aaliyah have had just about the same amount of drink.
Balaji, you still with us?
Mhm.
Okay.
I think Decca's gonna kind of slow it down for just a minute.
Is she gonna order water?
No, she's not gonna order a water. She's just gonna take a break from drinking before she kills
Okay.
herself. She's gonna fucking get herself alcohol poisoning or something like that. And
As if that's a thing.
I'm
we
still
haven't
rather
discovered
amused.
that yet. What are you talking about?
I'm still rather amused that I got a nat 20 on the strongest drink in the house, even though I got done saying I'm a fucking lightweight.
Plus, I know if I take another Constitution save, I'm probably gonna fail it. So before I fail it,
Aaliyah looks at you, and you can just see there's like she's not seeing clearly, and she's kind of swaying in her stool, like
Oh,
sipping a little bit, slowly leaning
it's tempting
forward,
now, isn't it?
and
I just want to look
and
at her and be like, "You feeling it yet?"
she nods, goes like and slowly like sleeps just a little bit on the counter.
I just want to pat her on the back, and be like, "You did good.
I suggest
You
you
did
try to
good."
catch. I suggest you catch her before something happens, before aside her falling over the counter.
I'm looking at the bartender, and be like, Any inns?
Well, actually, this here is also an inn. It's a bit on the expensive side though, because a lot of people want to keep their appearance here on the down low.
They want to what?
They want to keep their appearance here on the down low.
Gotcha.
Fair enough.
So that'll be 20,
How much?
and you'll have a room for the night.
Is it 12 silver?
25.
25. Fair enough.
Is
I
it
can cough
25
up.
for the whole night, or
Yeah, for the
is
whole
it
night.
25 per? No, I mean like 25 as in 25 per person, or 25 for the room itself.
Just for the room itself per night.
Okay.
I mean, there's only going to be one bed in there.
What time of day is it? It's roughly midday, right?
No, the sun is setting. So
Jack, how about I say?
it's about 8-ish. You've been going at it for a while.
We left the bar by himself, like fucking hell.
Decca has no idea that he's even like. She knew he left, but she could give two shits at this point. I'm gonna slide up 27 silver and ask for one more dragon's blood.
Please no.
Okay then.
Because I know this is the one I'm gonna fail. And if
He
I'm gonna
takes the
do
money.
it, I'm going big.
He takes the money, he hands you a key, and says, "Yeah, you just go up the stairs, and you just take the last room on the left."
Alrighty.
Now the
And
question is,
here's
can you walk, Ranger?
I hold up a finger and go, shush! We're about to find out.
and then he
start laughing.
gives you, and then he hands you the last glass of dragon's.
I'm gonna put it in my hand. I'm gonna look at Venator. If I don't come back out of this alive, at least drag us back to the room. And I'm gonna slam it.
Con save, yes.
And look at Falaji and tell her that she's gonna be on standby to help me with this, possibly.
Alright, what's my... I forget what my constitute... +3? Fuck!
Oh no! What was it?
I have an 8.
Total?
8 total.
Jesus!
I knew it!
Third time's a charm!
I fucking knew it!
You just feel like just lying down. The whole room is spinning too fast for you.
That's why I bought the room!
The bartender is looking at you, and he knows what's happened, and he's like, "Good thing you sorted that out before doing anything else."
She's just nodding her head. Yep. And I'm gonna point at Venator and clap my hands.
All right.
The derelict Grundle claims another.
I just start shaking my head, laughing to myself. Like, I'm not your servant, but I'll help you.
She's just like, put Aaliyah in the bed. Just throw me on the floor.
Are you sure about that? You sure you don't want to be in the bed with her? Get all cozy?
Did I stutter?
Yes.
Good point.
Aaliyah kind of wakes up and goes like, pats on the other side of the bed, like, nah.
What?
No, just throw me on the floor.
Hey, Falaji, we're gonna need help.
Aaliyah just starts shouting, "You know you want this rock butt!"
A shiver goes down Jericho's spine.
You.
Andy, are you here with us still?
Kind of.
We're
Kind of.
We're kind of sort of gonna need help because Aaliyah is gone and so is Decca. I need your help taking one of the two up there.
Got it.
It's like I'm strong and all, but these two are gonna be a lot of dead weight, so I can only do so much.
Which one do you have?
Well, I'm kind of sort of being commanded by Deca to take her up the stairs.
Alright, I got Aaliyah.
Aaliyah just looks up at you and is like, "You're pretty tall."
Yep. Yep, I
I
am.
look at Falaj and said, "This is our group. This is our group."
Aaliyah like takes her hand up and kind of takes her finger and like goes, "Psst, come down here."
Alright, so I bend down to Aaliyah's level.
Oh,
She touches your horn.
there's a lot of lesbian action going on right now. There's a lot of tension going on right now. Holy
Okay.
shit!
Alright.
There's a lot
There,
of tension going on right now.
I've never seen a tiefling with horns that big.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
She did. Just say that.
I kind of look. I
Yeah.
look at what's going on with Falaj and Aaliyah, and I look down at Deca and say, "Ranger, don't you dare."
I look at Vin and go, I don't hate you.
Aw.
Okay, now you're definitely drunk, cause that's something that you wouldn't say sober.
You're kind of a dick, but I don't hate you.
That's kind of noted from when I kind of sort of scared Jericho as a werebear.
You did that?
Yeah,
Damn.
I did it. Sad to say you were asleep, but I did it because I felt like I was picking on you a little too much, so I gave him some of the fun too.
Do it again, but I want to see it.
When the chance occurs, I'll let you know.
Okay.
It's like I'm pretty sure she may or may not remember this, but I will do it. I will
All
literally
right.
write myself a mental and physical note for that.
Okay, so now you guys have brought Aaliyah and Deca up, put them both to bed, and now are you also gonna find yourself a room to sleep in or whatever?
Yeah. I'll pay for a room. If
All
there is
right.
another one.
Well, there's unfortunately there is just one left.
Okay.
I look at Falaji. I
Take
just
it.
look over at Falaji and just like, you take it. I'm gonna probably spend the night just
You
doing.
can sleep in my room.
I know I can sleep in your room, but I'm gonna spend the night just doing a little bit of meditation and working with the staff that I have.
Okay. You do you.
Plus, I gotta go find the bard. He's been gone this entire time we got in this town.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should probably go find him, but I am gonna scoop up that room for later.
All right, you are now 25 silvers poor. Brr. Speaking of, brr, um, Peppa nuzzles Ven's leg.
hmm
She
I usually.
feels she feels like she hasn't gotten enough.
Aww.
I've been over and I pick up Peppa. I didn't forget about you. I'm sorry I made you walk in the sands earlier.
Man, that's pretty strong. A boar is pretty big.
I do need to roll a strength check for that, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, no, fuck you, because if I roll it again, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just drop her, and I don't want to do that.
Ray, do you want to come roll my die?
Wow!
Please tell me that's in that one.
Yes, it was! The charm is a crit fail on picking her up in a very critical situation.
You picked her up inaccurately and pulled your back.
No, no, no.
I went to go pick her up, and I kind of sort of just did a stupid. I don't want to know what it was now.
You bend down and you try to pick her up, but because of her weight, you just fall down into her.
I just sit there, I rolled over laughing. I said, I knew better than to do that, but I did it anyway. I chalk it up to the drink that I had drunk earlier.
Uh, she lays down right next to you.
I just start rubbing her head, and I'm looking at her, it's like noticing that her tusks are getting a little bigger too.
So they are.
I just kind of sort of look at it for a little bit longer and say that, you know, they want to eat you, but I'm glad you're my friend right
All right. And let's go to our eponymous bard.
now. The
I
one who
saw.
decided to wander the town and get himself lost.
Um,
So,
Jericho's a
Jericho.
little. Jericho's kind of perturbed. The force he's been feeling. Power.
Uh, well, let me just say that you got the thing open and you went down.
Hey, determination. Either
You
being
figured
cucked.
it out. You figured it out.
You're filled with
Uh,
determination.
and when you get down there, you just notice that it's very dark. Dark.
Dark. What's that? It's just dark.
It's dark. You hear flowing water, and that's it. It doesn't smell too bad, which is it's not a waste sewer. It's more like a just running water sewer. That makes sense.
So it's like a pipe system, just a water system.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Uh, so I can't see anything. Like
It's pretty dark. It's pitch black.
I still have the torch though from the from our adventure. I always brought
Sure,
that torch with me, so I'm gonna
sure.
light that bitch.
All right. You can now see a little bit ahead of you, and right next to the ladder where you descended from, you see an arrow pointing right.
Just the arrow or the symbol I saw before with the arrow?
The symbol with the arrow.
All right, bet. The direction of the arrow.
All right. So you're moving upstream,
Ah,
and you walk for a little bit as you notice an intersection. Um, and since it's so dark, you have a little bit of trouble. Gonna go for the good old investigation.
fuck it. Why not? I can't think of any other solution. Oh, I believe in the heart of the dice. Me now. Yeet. Ooh, that's a 16.
Neat. So yeah, you notice that it's pointing just forward, straight forward.
Well, straight. I
And yes,
I don't know. Continue. You continue first.
okay. And so you keep on moving, I suppose,
Hmm.
and you weave yourself around this very fun maze. And when I say fun, I mean it's fucking boring. But
Boy.
after walking around for like 45 minutes, and now you're just your legs are like wet up until your knees, basically.
Damn it. I need to go shopping.
But you start hearing a few voices, and you notice there's a little bit more light coming from the end of it.
Ah.
And that's when you realize that you've actually been dead this. No. All right. Um,
Yeah, no, Jericho's gonna head straight towards the voices and the
all
light.
right. All right. As you turn the last time, to the left, you see like two people just standing there. There's a torch on the wall, talking. Um, and they notice you and go like, "Halt! Who you?"
Oh shit, here we go again.
Who am I?
Yes, that's
Uh,
what I asked.
oh, I don't know if I should. I honestly don't know if I should just give my name or if I should just like give them a vague answer.
That's up to you.
We kind of sort of can't help you. You're in this situation by yourself.
True, true. Um, he bows his head real quick. Jericho Memmius.
It's Jericho Karen Nimius.
Jericho K. Memmius.
You sat there and
their
said you
eye,
made a canon. This is gonna happen now, so you might as well bear it.
their eyes light up, and they have like a slightly horrified expression on the face. Mr. Jericho, of course, right this way.
Ooh.
Oh
They
shit.
bow
Thank
and
you, thank you.
and point towards the end of that tunnel. Uh,
Uh,
you walk for a little bit, and you come into like a big clearing, like it's a underground tunnel system where it's suddenly super wide, and there are actually people living down
Excellent, excellent.
there. One of the guards that stopped you before kind of jogs with you up there and is like, do you want to go see the council?
Yes, I would like to talk to them.
All right. And so he shows you forward and kind of pushes the other people a little bit so they're not in your way. And that goes on for like 5 minutes until you get to weaving through a few other smaller tunnels, going through down what seems like alleys and corners. Um, now you're at the entrance to an underground house. Um, and the guard says, "Please wait here. I will inform them of your arrival."
Thank you.
So he walks in and you can hear from the other side of the door that he's like, "I've come to announce the appearance of Mister Jericho K. Memius," and the others. There was a little bit of a distinct chatter before you could hear through the door, and now they're just like, oh, show him in, show him in. They're a little bit upbeat about it. The door opens, and you're like, welcome.
Everyone, it's been too long.
Ah, Jericho. Sure it has. How have you been, old friend?
You know, a lot.
What?
Did you not hear me?
No.
Oh, hold on.
It went dead
God
for
damn
all of
it.
2 seconds.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Jericho smiles. Oh, you know, still alive, unfortunately.
Hoorah, my friend. Hoorah.
Hoorah.
So, what news do you have from down south?
Apparently, there's a heretical cult in the and around the continent. They're or attempting to summon deities, and with a
Uh,
very nasty raising the local.
yes, we've had some news about that as well. Um, we heard that a group of adventurers took care of that down at the border. I assume that was you and your traveling buddies.
I met some capable individuals.
Sure, it would seem. Sure, it would seem. Um, you don't think they're spies or any other kind of conspicuous folk?
That lot has an interesting dynamic, but I don't think they would be traders.
Okay. Well, as long as you keep our existence hidden from them, I think everything should be good.
Of course, brother.
Of course. Um, a few of the other people around are speaking between themselves, being very hushed. Do you have
Was
any
it
questions for us, my brother?
any reports of any undead being risen in these parts?
Well, not so much here. Given that we're surrounded by desert, and if they're gonna raise some dead people, they're probably gonna raise bones, and I feel like that's a lot easier to deal with than actual bodies. Uh,
True. Jericho pulls out one of the cloaks he stole from the two individuals he interrogated back at I forget the name of the other town, border town,
dust, dust wave.
Dustwave. Well, if you guys find anything out, the cult wearing colors, spread it around. Anything you guys can get back to me will be of great use.
We will take that into account. It certainly seems like a new cult. We haven't seen these colors being risen before, but it is worrisome that con- they have this much power already.
To me,
Otherwise, we have news from the other continent that the tensions between some of the countries have risen. It is no longer uh, very safe to be on that continent. But we are also getting very interesting chatter from some of our people over there that everything could change with the slightest bit of push in the right direction.
tell me, is war on the horizon?
War is indeed under the horizon,
Jericho lets out a deep sigh. God damn it.
indeed, but it can be avoided, as far as it seems. We have some interesting discussions and talks with the leader of Permia, and he has brought about an idea that might stop the war hitting Rilla and Tor. Um, since the line of succession for Rilla is very, let's say, scattered at the moment.
I'm sorry, Marco, you cut out.
Yeah. Um, the line of succession Rilla is a little bit scattered. Current king is old and kind of stubborn, but if we can get some of his more flexible family members to hold the throne, maybe a war can be avoided. That still
No.
depends on Torlu. Um, but we're getting some interesting chatter from there as well. But be sure that the information is precise.
So long as there's a power shift, war can be avoided.
Absolutely.
I hate diplomatic missions.
Well, we would only send our best if it was that serious. So
Hmm. I do gotta say, you've piqued my interest. Wait, how much time has
well,
since I've been down here?
um, how much time has passed? Maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. Okay. Okay. Uh. Hmm. Hmm. So there's a fanatical cult, and we've got war on the other side of the world. Anything else I should be made aware of?
nothing much. There are a few aftermaths from the last civil war between Bonds and Van Mar. But nothing can be done about that for now. We're sending as much help as we can down to those regions. But everything seems to be fine for the moment, other than what we discussed.
All right.
It's very unusual for the countries to be this peaceful.
You're not wrong. Jericho has like a slight flashback before turning his back. Well, brothers, continue the good work. Contact me if there's an update on the cult or the situation.
Of course, brother. Of course. May the sands flow with you.
As with you. Jericho leaves.
All right. The guard that assisted you to find the place helps you find your way back up top.
Sweet. Alright, guess just time to go back to my.
Your good old buddies, good old pals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And y'all are sleeping the night off at I forgot what I named.
It was something with a B.
It was a type of dwarven. It was a. I know it was a dwarven bar.
Brensies.
Something along those lines. But I think that's where we're gonna end today's session.
Sounds fair.
Fucking shit! That was a lot to take in, and I couldn't just say anything about that. That is
Andy, you
like
still alive?
Yeah.
You feeling crispy?
that. That's a big
I'm not
fucking.
even crispy.
She's just sleepy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
A lot of mental work today.
Just like fucking holy. I'm just kind of like, this is one hell of a cliffhanger now. I want to know everything, but in game wise, I can't know a goddamn thing. I'm on the floor next to fucking Pebble because I failed to pick her up because my goddamn critical fail. The fucking boys finally came back and kicked me in my ass.
Listen, all the serious stuff is over now, so now I don't feel bad posting this.
Mhm.
So you
and just to and yeah, just to be sure that it's confirmed that happened. Yeah,
oh
It did.
it did.
Fuck yes.
the first person to get laid in this campaign
Happened to be the fucking
Wasn't
ranger.
Jericho!
The first person to get laid was the goddamn ranger. What the hell?
That's 1 for me and 0.
Are you sure you're not a bard in disguise?
I want to see the world squirm.